Hello and welcome to the Hot Dog and a Handshake Pro Wrestling show. This is Shane Price of Jayden and here for our back
Yep.
to our regular classic reviews with Armageddon 2000 from
Yeah.
Birmingham, Alabama.
Yep. This was WWF Armageddon 2000 from December 10th, 2000. Little past the 25th anniversary here. That was earlier this month. 14,920 people watched this show from the Jefferson Civic Center in Birmingham, Alabama. Jim Ross and Jerry Lawler on commentary, and 2 hours 42 minutes is your runtime. We're reviewing this show because it's the 25th anniversary of an utterly ridiculous match. One of the most ridiculous matches we've ever seen. Sort of in that category of ridiculousness, what the Attitude Era was building to the entire time. This is the Gargano Adam Cole of the Attitude Era. This is what we were headed towards the entire time. So you want to get into it with the first match, Shane?
Yeah, the first match of the night. The six-man elimination tag team match with the Radicals, Malenko, Guerrero, and Saturn taking on Team Extreme with Lita and the Hardys.
Yes. At the start of this match, the cell is just fucking right there over the ring for some reason. Like so close that during their entrance, Jeff and Matt, when they're on the turnbuckles doing like their poses, could have just jumped up and grabbed it. I don't know why. It went up as time went on. Let's see. Another thing I noticed, Eddie Guerrero was just so swole at this time.
Oh, dude, on the juice.
Yeah, definitely the that recently joined WWE kind of swole that you
Dude
get.
was eating, using the catering there, man. My God.
Yeah. Dude. But the big takeaway I had from this match is that Jeff Hardy was so over.
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous. WWE wouldn't. It took him leaving and coming back, and then still a few more years before WWE ever put a world title on him. That's insane.
Yeah. It took his first drug problem.
Yeah. He is really the classic case of like held himself back. Because he was undeniable at this point. Like he should have been a world champion by the end of 2002. Absolutely. Like this is like, can you imagine if like Lesnar wins that first one, he's just this dominating beast, and Jeff Hardy is like the heroic underdog that wins it from him? That would have been incredible. But
yeah,
obviously Jeff gets in his own way, and it doesn't happen for him till 2008. You have anything else on this match?
it was whatever. Shout out to Perry Saturn. What a guy.
Obviously. Love some Perry Saturn.
Truly underrated.
Mm-hmm.
Next match is.
I give this one 3 stars. By the way,
I gave it 2 and 3/4. 2 and 2/4. So the next match is William Regal versus Hardcore Holly for the European title.
Mm-hmm. This was just kind of whatever. Two solid wrestlers. Nothing really to do though. I don't know. I just gave it 2 1/4.
I gave it 2. It was whatever. Next match is Chris Jericho versus Kane. Please ignore. Please don't tell me I have to cover the next match. I don't want to.
Shane is wanting to skip over Val Venus versus China.
Which my
exact note was fine match, I guess. 2 stars.
Jerry Lawler and a women's match. Jesus Christ.
Oh my God. It's the worst. Yeah.
Did you imagine? Did you imagine if he had to commentate over the cat matches? If you know what he did, but on pay per view. B, if we had to watch that match.
Yeah, no, that would be awful.
Yes.
Really, I mean, any Jerry Lawler experience involving women, I think, is awful. For the women involved and as a viewing party. It's just, yeah.
It was extremely mediocre. I gave it, man, I don't know. Like a a dud.
Okay. Kane Jericho.
Kane Jericho did not give a dud to, though. It was
Yes,
whatever.
actually.
It was a pretty
I
solid
don't,
last man standing match.
yeah, I thought it was pretty good. I liked it quite a bit. I thought the finish using the set with like all those stacked up barrels was really fun. I liked how I liked them using the whole arena, going backstage and getting involved back there and everything. I thought that was it was a fun time. I gave it 3.25.
I gave it I gave it a 2.5. I thought it was just kind of whatever. It wasn't like I wasn't blown away.
Yeah, I just thought it was really fun.
The next match was for the tag team titles. It was Edge and Christian versus the Dudley Boys versus the Right to Censor's dream team of Bull Buchanan and the Godfather.
Yeah.
And the Road Dogg and K-Quick, also known as R-Truth.
Yeah, so a little early R-Truth here before he would leave and become Ron the Truth Killings and get so good that WWE had to bring him back. This was a fun match, nothing spectacular. Felt kind of rushed to me. Didn't feel like maybe they had enough time to get everything in they were trying to, but ultimately it was fine. I gave it 2.75.
I gave it I gave it 2.75 as well. I agreed there. I liked it more in the last match. I thought it was more exciting, but maybe just because I like the Dudleys and the Christian
And Bull Buchanan,
Bull
obviously.
Buchanan, former
Godfather.
former member of what are they called? RO and D in All Japan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Roughly obsess and destroy.
Wasn't he in some stable in New Japan too with a bunch of other former isn't there a stable in New Japan that had like 7 WWE guys from like this era?
Yeah, so that's the Voodoo Murders.
Voodoo Murders, yeah.
That's an All Japan thing, but famously they had Renwad Dupra, Big Daddy V,
Yep.
Lance Cade,
Yep.
Charlie Haas, Albert, Chuck Palumbo,
Yeah.
Bull Buchanan, and D'Lo Brown.
Yeah, just a who's who of 2000 to 2005 WWE superstars.
And let's not forget Johnny Stamboli.
And Johnny Stamboli, there you go. On to the next one?
Yes, the next match was, let me go off the Voodoo Murders page here, Chris Benoit versus Billy Gunn for the IC title.
This was a really good match. I really liked the dynamic they were really pushing of great wrestler versus great athlete. I thought that was just kind of a really fun way to pace this match and build this match around that. You know, it's Benoit trying to take Billy Gunn to the ground, and it's Billy Gunn trying to move around and, make stuff happen. I thought that was really great. I give it 3.5 stars. It was a really fun watch.
I gave it 2.75. I thought I wasn't really wowed, but I like what you said about like the being the what's the word, the athlete versus the wrestler. I do like those kind of matches. I just think that given who's in the match, it could have been a lot better.
Yeah, that's fair.
The next match, the longer I talk about it, you might talk about this match for longer than it went on. So I'm just gonna say, Ivory, Molly Holly, Trish Stratus for the women's title. A dud again.
Yeah, like you said, this match wasn't really given enough time to be anything. Excuse me. I think for the time they were given, they did okay. So I gave it 2 stars. Just not enough opportunity there. And definitely 3 women who could put on a pretty good match if you gave them the time and actually put anything behind it. But yeah, nothing much. Now we can get into the
meat of the episode. The reason why we're talking about this
mess. Yeah.
The rest of the episode outside of the categories is going to be spent on this one for Very good reason. This is
Yeah.
the one that got into the video games for like the rest of the time. This is
Yep.
the championship match. This is the very before we get to the match, I'll talk about the promo from this match. You know the promo.
Did it for The Rock?
Yep, The Rock. The Rock delivers maybe one of his best promos of all time
Mm-hmm.
when he talks about the Hell in the Cell, the Rage in the Cage, the Penis in Uranus, um, the the Kurt Angle. Go if you haven't seen the promo somehow, go watch it. It is a 10 out of 10 promo. But the match, good lord.
So it's a really interesting mix and match and crossover of storylines here. Your 6 competitors are Kurt Angle, Rikishi, Steve Austin, The Undertaker, The Rock, and Triple H. Obviously, Steve Austin was hit by a car, of course, that
Yes,
was
I
driven
don't
from
remember.
Rikishi, who said he did it for The Rock.
But in
Um,
reality, he did not do it for The Rock. No.
he did it for
Triple H.
Triple H. Yes, Triple H, of course, also had his own problems with Kurt Angle at this time. This is just a couple months after SummerSlam 2000, which we did a while back, where it was Kurt and Triple H and The Rock, and the Kurt Triple H storyline of it was that Triple H
He's trying to steal his girl.
Stephanie, yeah. So there's that. Not really entirely. I don't entirely remember how the Undertaker got mixed up in all of this, but it's the Attitude Era, and it's Biker Taker now, and it's a Hell in a Cell match. So Taker's going to find his way in there somehow.
He's vague. He was like vaguely in the love triangle, but not really.
Yeah, and at different times he'd had feuds with The Rock and Triple H and Kurt and everybody in the match. So
I mean, he did fit in. I'm not saying that he didn't
yeah,
belong. He does fit in.
he does fit
But
in. There is one person who doesn't really fit in. There's a real polar bear in Arlington, Texas here. And that's Rikishi.
I, yeah, but he was the guy who ran over Triple H.
Yeah, I
So
know. It's just if you told me in 2000 they were doing like a big 6-man Hell in a Cell with a bunch of top guys, definitely would have guessed Jericho before Rikishi or Kane before Rikishi. Trying to think if there's anybody else on this card. Yeah, not
Ivory,
exactly.
China,
Ivory probably. Yeah.
Bull Buchanan, and the Good Father together.
Yeah, exactly. I would have guessed any of those people before Rikishi. But he does account for the best spot in this match.
He does have the best spot in the match, so I will give him that.
Getting thrown off the cell onto the truck of kennel bedding that Vince McMahon drove out there for some reason to try to get the cell taken apart because he was mad Mick Foley put this match together.
The story around the show makes no sense, and that's okay. Like that's fine.
Maybe it would make better sense if we had watched like the 2 or 3 Raws leading into this.
I don't.
But
it is the Attitude Era. I'm gonna be real. I don't think so.
It probably doesn't. Yeah,
I don't think it does.
Also, just the most like outside the cell work you'll see in any Hell in a Cell. Like they went all the way up the stage and were bashing each other off car windshields and stuff. There were all kinds of chairs and weapons involved. Like it was really just beautiful, ridiculous chaos.
Yeah.
It's just...
It's what the Attitude Era did the best.
Yeah, it's just the definition of a fun time. It's very... I don't think it's as good as WrestleMania X7 3-way TLC, but it's very 3-way TLC coded in just the amount of crazy bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's one of those matches that, like, if you're trying to get someone into watching wrestling, you start with something crazy and bombastic like this to show them how cool and like how much of just a crazy action movie wrestling could be sometimes.
It's gonna have one of them fuck ass bumps.
Yeah, and then you get them into like the art of it through time, but very similar to like the Sting Darby Young Bucks match too, in just insanity. You got anything else on this insane match?
I mean, not without summing over what you said, it was nice. It was really just one of those matches you just like, you have just the pop, the crowd, have a car crash match.
Yeah.
Really, the only problem I had with this match is that the only spot that's really super memorable is the Rikishi spot.
Mm-hmm.
And most Undertaker spots, I don't even remember what he did in this match outside of being on top of the
Yeah.
cage.
Yeah, that's fair. I think part of that though is that we only really ever remember one thing from each like big match. Like there's always like people always talk about Foley getting thrown off the cell. They never talk about him going through the middle of the cell after that, like through the middle of the cell ceiling, right? Like you don't see that get talked about nearly as much. The first Hell in a Cell, we never talk about any spots at all. We just talk about Kane debuting. Like there's just always going to be the one very memorable thing that stands the test of time. And for this match, it's Rikishi getting thrown off onto a truck full of kennel bedding.
Yeah,
I gave it 4 stars though. It was wonderful to watch. It's just like I said, it's a great hang of a wrestling match. What do
yeah,
you got?
that's fair. Oh, I gave it like a 4.5, not a 5. There was some parts I didn't really enjoy, but I thought it was still a very like I would watch this in my free time match.
Yeah, exactly. It's a very fun match. Yeah. Onto the categories here. Best moment. I mean, I think it's got to be the Rikishi off the top of the cell.
Yeah,
Just
no, it
such
is.
a large man to throw off the top of the cell too.
Yeah,
Insane.
this the
M-
whoosh he makes when he
mhm.
lands into the wood chips. Yeah,
MVP of the night. Um, from the main event, I feel like Kurt and The Rock stood out the most to me as far as like full start to finish performance. They didn't have any like major high spots that I remember, but they definitely remember them having great performances. I think you could also very fairly give this to like Jericho, Taker. Like, I mean, really anybody from the main event other than like Rikishi, I feel like did a great job. And I guess you could give it to Rikishi for taking that fuck ass bump. So I think I'd go Kurt though.
yeah. I'm gonna agree. I'm gonna agree with you there. I think Kurt's the best one.
Okay. Heat check, best performance in a short amount of time. Um, we could give this to Foley. He had some good stuff interacting with Vince.
I mean, I'm gonna agree with Commissioner Foley any day of the week.
I feel like Lita did a lot with the little bit of time she was given in that opener.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
That's a good one too.
But yeah, I think Commissioner Foley probably gets the heat check.
I'll agree.
Gear of the night. Who was it? There was somebody. Oh, who was it? Somebody had like a fun. Had something good going on. I can't remember. I think it was Eddie. I think I liked what Eddie had going on. I can't remember exactly what it was, but I remember like seeing Eddie and be like, "That's pretty nice. I like that." I think Biker Taker is always a good pick for this. It's just great gear. You got anything? Anybody else?
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with Biker Taker. I mean, it's
Right to censor.
dude. You gotta admit they do look pretty snappy.
Yeah. Apex Mountain. Is this the Apex Mountain for Rikishi? I think it is.
I wouldn't say
I think getting
I would
thrown
say
off the
this.
cell.
I would say being a main eventer with the running over the Stone Cold in this
So
match. I
just
think
like
this
this
whole
storyline.
the whole like era. I would say I'd give it to Rikishi.
Okay. Trying to see anybody else here. I don't think anybody else was in their Apex Mountain here. Surprise of the show. What was was the most surprising to you? I mean, I
guess,
mentioned it earlier, but like I did not realize just how over Jeff Hardy was already in 2000.
yeah. I guess that could work.
Mm-hmm. I think if I didn't already know about it, like if I knew what I know about wrestling and just somehow had a blind spot for Armageddon 2000, finding out Rikishi was in this match is very surprising, just with the context of the rest of the careers of himself and everybody else in this match. Like I said, I would have assumed Kane, Jericho, even like I probably would have guessed Foley before Rikishi. Like if I forgot he retired at the beginning of 2000, like I might have just guessed Foley before I got to Rikishi. Like it is a kind of random one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, but definitely surprised at how over Jeff was. Recasting, I think we got to recast Hell in a Cell, right?
Yeah, no, I think that makes the most sense.
All right, let's start with the champ, Kurt. Gable
Cody.
immediately comes to mind. Who?
Oh,
Cody?
yeah. Yeah, I was going to say Cody.
If we're going more main eventy, though, I could definitely say Cody, yeah. You know, patriotic gimmick, top guy, champion. I like Cody.
Yeah.
That's a good call. Rikishi. Let's say Rikishi for the end. Let's say Rikishi for the end. Who's Steve Austin right now?
Kevin Owens.
Yeah, Owens. I like that. We'll go Owens. Undertaker. Biker Taker.
Biker Taker is a little more, yeah.
Yeah, who right now in professional wrestling can you most picture entering to a Limp Bizkit song?
Blake Christian.
Yeah.
Um,
Limp Bizkit.
Who's going double denim?
I could see one called I could see Mance Warner coming out to a Limp Bizkit song.
Doing double denim though. That's a big thing to me.
I can't see. I mean, double denim makes me think of Orange Cassidy, but he wanted to come out to Limp Bizkit.
He came out to like a lounge version of Limp Bizkit.
Yeah. Okay, you want to skip Taker for now?
Yeah.
What about The Rock? Do we just go Samoan for Samoan and throw Roman in there?
Yeah, you might as well.
All right. And Triple H, who's
dating the boss? This feels like a hold on, I know. What the fuck is your fucking ring name? Tatiana Dumas.
Who? Who is that?
She's an NXT trainee.
Okay.
But she's dating the boss's kid, so
she's dating Hunter and Stephanie's kid?
No, she's dating the Rocks and the Hunter.
Oh.
So I figured it works.
What about isn't Rin Sinclair dating Charlie Dempsey? Does that count? Regal boss enough?
Less it counts less than random NXT trainee, but I'll give you that. They can have a couple's Instagram account. Come on, man.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of who reminds me of Triple H from this era. Who gives off, kind of Triple H-y vibes?
Maxwell when he's at his best.
Yeah. Yeah, Max does.
I feel like Max would also date the boss if he could get away with it.
It's a little early, but I think Mox kind of gives off Evolution Triple H in a lot of the Death Rider stuff.
Yeah, this is definitely not Evolution Triple H.
I know. That's what I was saying. It's a little too early for Evolution Triple H, but like, there's kind of a close similarity there. trying to think of who else. Who else has a little Triple H to him? Anybody in WWE?
Yeah. We just
Other
went
than that
over it.
random ass NXT trainee?
Dating the boss is the most Triple H thing you can do.
Yeah. Oh, God, I feel like there's got to be somebody in WWE that we're forgetting that has some Triple H vibes.
I wouldn't know. I don't watch that crap.
Yeah, I know, but like we still know all the top names. We should be able to think of somebody. Let me see here. Who do we think could work as a top? Well, I mean, Seth has a pretty strong Triple H connection.
Yeah.
Could go with Seth. I think Drew, you can kind of draw a comparison between Triple H back then and Drew McIntyre now. Except for at least Triple H won the big one every now and then. Oh, do you want to say Drew or Seth?
I
Either of
guess
them work for
Seth.
you? Seth? Power couple. So we got Cody, Owens, Roman, Seth. We got to figure out Taker, and we got to figure out our Rikishi. Taker, a tall, badass, kind of a main event established. I could almost go Samoa Joe here. I mean, I know he's not tall, but like I could almost go Samoa Joe here. Just a very established, known for being a badass, always important even without the world title, but elevates the world title when he gets it kind of guy.
Yeah.
You want to go Joe?
Yeah.
And then who's our Rikishi? Who is our fish out of water, randomly in the main event, may never see the main event again kind of guy? Who would really surprise you if you found out they were main eventing a pay-per-view?
Brutus Creed.
That's feels too random almost. I mean, I guess
Rikishi running over Steve Austin, is that not extremely random?
it is. It is. What about, I mean, somebody, you know who it is? It's fucking Otis.
Yeah.
Somebody known for being like a tag team guy, very fun fan guy for the undercrowd, dances around. This is if Otis ran over Kevin Owens, said he did it for Roman Reigns, but it turns out he actually did it for Seth Rollins. And also Cody Rhodes and Samoa Joe are there, and they're involved too.
Yeah.
Best double feature. You got anything for this?
Nope.
I mean, Triple H, Cactus Jack, Hell in a Cell immediately comes to mind from earlier that year. Kind of. I mean, there's a lot from like that year you could go with, like the McMahon in every corner WrestleMania 2000 match, the Rock Kurt Triple H SummerSlam match. What about like if you want? Are there any other Polar Bear and Arlington, Texas matches? Like any just what is this guy doing in this match that you can think of?
Oh yeah. I'm gonna shift it over to Japan for a second.
Of course,
There is
just expected.
there's a match with here. Just looked up Bob Sapp, and the last match Bob Sapp was in was a current blast death match. That seems good enough.
Mm-hmm. I feel like there's some. I feel like there's something. Like there's some like indie match or there's gotta be the Elimination Chamber match that Mike Knox was in.
The ECW Elimination Chambers in general.
No, that. But he was in like
Bobby
a real
Lashley in
one.
the ECW Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, that's a different kind of. That's the kind of the opposite thing here.
I muted my computer on accident.
I said that's a different kind of elimination. Okay, No Way Out 2009. This is the chamber lineup, okay, for the World Heavyweight title. Walking in, or for the WWE title rather. Walking in as champion is Cena. We have Rey Mysterio, Chris Jericho, Edge, Kane, and Mike Knox.
That is a Polar Bear on time. You know what? Yeah.
So if you want to double feature Polar Bear in Arlington, Texas, crazy 6-man cage matches, it is this in the main event of No Way Out 2009.
That works for me, actually.
That might be our most perfect double feature pick of all time. Does anything from this?
What the fuck is he doing in that match?
You just turned your phone flashlight on and I can't see anything. Okay, you turned it off. You just blew out your whole camera.
Hold on, I gotta see this shit. Hold on. That's crazy.
Okay, anything for the Criterion Collection?
No.
All right. Let's see here. Classic hot dog, classic handshake. You cannot pick the Hell in a Cell match.
Oh, I guess I'll die.
What are you going with?
The tag team match.
Are you gonna go the tag match?
Yeah.
All right. The tag title match. Yeah, I'm going Gunn Benoit for the IC. And then let's rate it out of 10. What do you got, Shane? Out of 10. Armageddon 2000. A 4? Okay, I gave it a 6. I was a little higher on it than you.
Because of the 5.
So 5 average. Anything else on Armageddon 2000, or do you want to preview next week and get out of here?
I'd much rather preview next week. Well, we are doing our annual Ho 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 Merry Christmas ECW Massacre on 34th Street this year.
Yep, from 2000. Also from December of 2000. Back-to-back December 2000s.
We really like December 2000.
Yep.
I think. Maybe. We'll see.
Yeah, after that, we're going to watch Thunder from December 2000.
I'm down. I have been telling you I'm down. You are the one who says no.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that. We're going to find a... Yeah, not yet. Eventually, we'll run out of things to do, and we will do Thunder from 2000.
I can't wait. Actually, I think if AJ retires, I think he hit Thunder 2000.
We might. It was his debut in WCW on a Thunder, or was it on a Nitro? It was on a Thunder. Okay, so we probably will when AJ retires. Yeah.
Yes. I've been waiting.
Speaking of which, if you have not checked out our John Cena Wrestler's Journey, it's a career retrospective on Cena. It's it was a great time. We put a lot of effort in, so we'd love for people to check that out. And I will drop a link in the comments to vote on the 4th annual Hot Dog and Handshake Award, also known as the Doggies. So
we had 10 votes last year. We got 18 to recording this. Please vote. We want to hear what you think is the best.
Yep. All right.
You could single-handedly change a vote. A single vote could put the broadcaster of the year, most improved, could put that in a whole new swing of things. So please
Terry
vote.
Funk Memorial Old Timer of the Year Award.
The Take It
Any of
Home
that.
Award.
Yeah. All right.
And that's what I'm going to do. Take it home. And as always, enjoy wrestling.